everyone, this is Magnumd0ng. I'm going to start doing some tips and trick videos and instructional guides and a few other different things to do with Battlefield 3, so if you like what you're watching, keep an eye out on here. And for now I'm going to go on to a Metro Rush defense where I'm going to show the first two MCOMs, how to defend them, what strategies to do, what positions to take, a variety of different things. So we'll go into the gameplay now. Alright, so first off, obviously I'm using the AN94 here, and I have the PKAS 3.4x scope on it and heavy barrel. I don't like using the foregrip on this gun. I don't think it needs it. I think it detracts from its aimed accuracy, so I just keep it as is. But the main reason that I like using the AN94 on this map and this position is because it's got wide open spaces where people don't necessarily get choked, but you can sort of control them at longer ranges, which is really handy considering that there aren't a hell of a lot of close quarters confrontations on this position. As well as that, the gun itself, you can use it in close quarters if you spam that button really hard, but the problem with that is that the gun is prone to jam, so if you're not firing it at the exact perfect fire rate, then you can get yourself killed. So as you can see, most of the time that I'm firing it, it's just a few bursts every now and then. This is just the automatic setting for the rifle. It's just a basic 2-round burst that fires like one bullet exactly after the other. So that's my main ideas behind using the AN94 on this map. I just find it to be really quite useful. And obviously, so you've seen the pushing up on the far left side and coming across the right hand side. The position that I played is quite common for a lot of people on the left rocks there, and these on the right rocks here is also quite common for people to play, but this position here kind of leaves you pretty open to anyone trying to shoot at you from the left hand side, whereas on the left rocks you're more likely to have cover from friendlies to the left of you, or at least see when they're trying to come across from the water side. So obviously I just got USAS slugged. It's pretty cool by the USAS 12 guy. Yeah, so looking at our position so far, we haven't really had them encroach on us very much. It's pretty much just been them attempting to push sort of solo, not really in teams, and in Metro it really does require on this position to have a team of people pushing together to try and get to the MCOMs. It's also really important to make sure that you as a defender have people around you, because like I said, when there's a team of people, sometimes they'll just try and pick off someone and then run in on the position, and if they have a few people running in together, then sometimes the overwhelming force of those people reviving each other, if they're medics as well, can just make it really difficult. So now I get to do a pretty cool nade to put on my look at me, I'm pretty cool pants, and now it's back to the same position, just covering, watching people's areas of flanking. So that left hand side there is quite common for people to flank from. This right hand side is also pretty common. Around that side there where those trees are, where I was just firing then, there's a lot of times where you can sort of almost crawl along that concrete block there to get to those right hand rocks and then push up onto the bomb. But yeah, that's what you've got to be careful of, is from this position there is the chance that they'll come in on your left hand side if no one else is covering it and will kill you. I don't know how that guy didn't die, but it didn't seem to make that much difference. So now the other factors at the moment are that they have obviously been pushing right hand side a lot harder. I just got taken down by, I think that guy was probably one of the better players of the team. So there they have planted the A-bomb, getting sniped at, managed to almost get away, but then got killed by the USAS guy. this time with his G18. So he's quite obviously playing support, sitting on the bomb. He's probably got C4 on that bomb, which is just sort of, when I'm about to spawn, you kind of have to have a few mental things go through, trying to figure out whether you're going to be worrying about a lot of people on the position that you're trying to defend, whether you should go flanking, because a very good strategy for anyone who's attacking the bomb is that once you've planted the bomb, to get into positions where when the enemies spawn and come towards you, you can crossfire them and pick them off. But obviously we've kept the A-bomb up at the moment, and that sniper thought he was going to be able to take me down, but obviously not. See, this is a great thing that I love about this position is, and with this gun in particular, is that when they run over that hill like that, it's just so easy to just pick and fire your shots at each and every one of them, and you'll be able to take them out so easily. It's not even really that difficult of a thing. And it's for me, I find it quite easy to keep on target with the weapon. See, that was silly of me trying to go around the right hand side there, where I had snipers and people pushing up in front of me, but I didn't quite realize that that was the case. So I'm obviously by myself in this game, just on a random group of people, not in a squad of clanmates or anything like that. So whenever something's happening, I like to try and help out the team by sort of writing down when I die where people are positionally. That grenade wasn't even really attempting to kill him, it was more so just trying to find out if he was still there. You'll hear the American sort of say, "Oh, grenade," sort of thing, and then you can know that that's what is going on there. That time it was just me trying to hit fire at a silly distance against a M416. So now that I'm seeing that they keep pushing up pretty close on me, I've decided that I need a faster fire rate weapon that's a little bit easier to take people down with at closer ranges. Obviously the G3A3 isn't one of the fastest firing weapons, but I find that the time to kill on it, if you hit chest and head, is very good. Because it does do 34 damage instead of the 10 to 25. Not sure exactly how that guy got me again with his USAS with frags, but he is the USAS guy, so I guess he's got something to brag about. And this idiot just proved one of the big things that you shouldn't do when you're about to revive someone is throw a med pack on them, because you can screw up your reviving by doing that, and it will mean that you can't actually revive a friendly because that med pack is in the way. So if you ever see friendlies that have med packs around them and you're wondering why the hell you can't revive them, shoot the med pack and you'll be able to revive them. So we've managed to hold off a few attacks here. They obviously have pushed all the way around on the lakeside there and taken out our sort of left flank, which a lot of the time does happen when they catch the B-bomb. They find it a lot easier to get across, because most of the time people won't bother to defend that position. They're too focused on the A-bomb. But in reality, you should try and keep both flanks controlled so that they can't get through at all. Which, I mean, a lot of the time when it comes to a bomb being destroyed, you shouldn't change positionally what you're doing. You should just know that you're not going to have a bomb to defuse on one side compared to the other, and that all of the enemies are going to be trying to get to that other side. But any good single player, or any good squad, or even a bunch of players will know that the easiest and best way to get to those bombs is to take the flanking route where the first bomb that they destroyed was. So obviously here my idea was to do a bit of back raging, pushed around the side here. They haven't been doing that idea that I just talked about pushing around the side there. They're all going straight in on the one position. That was kind of lucky. I think I got a couple of headshots there and took out those two guys. But yeah, eventually, in the end, I just got overwhelmed with people pushing up on that position. And when that happens, there isn't really much you can do other than sort of hope that your teammates and squad mates are doing something useful, which I don't think many of them were doing. I did have a squad mate who seemed to be doing a few things useful. I think that guy was probably, that guy that did just shoot at me, I think he was probably the best shot on the team. It's always a good idea to try and keep track of enemy scoreboard to see who's doing the best on the team, so that if they show up on your 3D spotting, then you can know not to take them lightly, to try and sort of shoot at them properly and not be an idiot. This is my pretty baller moment of the game. Those two idiots just completely forgot about me, and so I shot them in the arse with the Magnum. The only real reason I was using the Magnum as my sidearm is because I had been using it a bit in Scavenger and just kind of felt like using the Magnum again, because it's fun to be able to deal those one-shot headshots and all kinds of other interesting things like 4-bullet kills that I just did on those two guys. So second to MCOMs now. How do you set up for this one? Well, the position that I'm running up to now is not the most optimal one. I think I kind of got a bit overzealous with this and sort of thought that I was going to be able to control a lot better, but in reality this position is very open and easily taken down, and to your left is the doorway that they can just run up through and shoot you. There's obviously two different positions that they can attack you from here, and even if you jump out the right hand side of this train, you can get shot by people down the hallway, and not just the person who's in that first doorway to the left. So as you can see, that's exactly what happened. Mr. USAS managed to USAS me again. But I'll get to the better positions for these points in a little bit. I think a lot of my clanmates will know that I'm, when I get cranky in games, I do happen to make a habit of telling them about it, even if they don't want to hear about it. Or if they're being bad, or not necessarily bad, or just I'm dying, you know, I like to believe that they're doing bad. I'll tell them about it. So this position here in our clan is known as Fraggy's position, or at least Rex and I call it that. It's one of the best ones for covering the right hand side and the middle there, if not the best. So they've pushed across to B there, and they've planted that bomb, but I think the team is going to be able to defuse that one. The server's obviously got 150 tickets on the attackers, which is a fair bit more than usual. I think the standard for Rush is 75, but then again this is a 48-person server, so you've got slightly more people per team. Although I don't know if it's full or not, I can't remember. So I come across here because I think I was expecting the enemy, because they planted B, were more than likely trying to push through B, but as you can see on the mini-map, all the dead markers indicate that they are coming through the middle here. So my strategy was try and control that, so I threw that grenade there, which is basically just to try and deter them from turning that corner so that I could res my teammate and then get back, but obviously they did turn the corner as the grenade came, and it didn't kill them, which is always annoying, but there's not much you can do about it. They might have had flak, and if they have the flak squad perk, it sometimes doesn't kill you if you're on full 100% health. So this guy is pushing around that side there that I'm trying to cover, because I really do like that position that Frankie and Rex and I play. Now the other thing I probably haven't said is that the setup that I have for the G3A3 is just underslung, Cobra, heavy barrel. I don't like having the foregrip on this gun. I don't think it has many or any side-to-side recoil. And all the foregrip will do on a gun like this is reduce its long-range accuracy by decreasing the bullet spread. I'm sorry, increasing the bullet spread. So now, obviously, just sitting at this position, looking at these two areas that they focus in through when you're covering the right-hand side here. So that train in front there is called front right train, and it's lockers in there, or at least front lockers I think it's called. When they come around that right hand side there, most of the smart players will go around the train and then try and come through this little sort of gap between the turned over cart and the cart that you're sitting in. That was just a lucky shot. So obviously they're in this area here where they're turning from the left hand attack point and trying to push through to B. It's a bit of a choke point, so it's kind of easy for them to push through. So right then I heard Americans on the other side of the wall, so I went to take them down, but I obviously did not turn right and check the person behind those two guys that I was going for, so I got shot. Then again, I don't know if it would have made that much difference because I was so fixated on shooting the other guy that was in front of me. Yeah, B position here, the points usually covered. This one here is relatively good to do. It's not the best. I'm not actually sure which ones are the best for defense on this position, but this one I'm about to walk up to here is one that I quite enjoy on larger server sizes, but you are quite open to get attacked from that right-hand doorway that leads through from lockers, so it is a bit of a tricky thing. But yeah, once again, you heard the Americans. I knew that they were around here to the left-hand side somewhere, so I'm going to try and go for a back rage now because I can keep hearing them saying things, and that obviously means that they're still here. So that wasn't quite the best attack, but I managed to get a couple of them, and then my squad mates turned the corner and picked the rest of them off. So if anything, I might have just given enough of a distraction so that the rest of my squad mates were able to turn the corner and pick them off before they had the jump on them. And that in itself is a good thing to practice doing, because back rages in a lot of competitive games are very important, and if you're able to do them, then I highly recommend it because you can have a high success rate. So obviously I'm back into this front carriage position again. I think I'm once again thinking that they've pushed so far back that I can pick them off without them realizing, and so I've got a few so far, but I'm pretty sure that somehow they plant this A-bomb. Yep, there we go, right on time. So I run back to defend this because this is what I was supposed to be defending by holding that right carriage, but I get shot at here, start defusing, and they both turn the corner and somehow die to hipfire G3A3, which doesn't seem to make much sense, but it worked. Always handy if you do kill a support person in your base, just to pick up their kit, throw down a support kit, and then switch back to your one, because not only will you resupply yourself, but you'll resupply your teammates, and that'll stay there for, like, if you don't die, that'll just stay there forever, so you can go back and get more supplies from them if you want. And I think it might even stay there even if you spawn as medic. So somehow they've gotten back to this A-bomb here. I think in my mind I was thinking that they had a spawn beacon somewhere, so I ran around the back here to see if I could see anything, and then just decided to go in. Mr. USAS got me with his slugs again. I think it got very close to detonating here, but oh no, it did detonate, that's right. We lost the A-bomb, but we got these guys, and just felt like knifing that guy. I don't usually knife a lot of people because I find that it leaves you a little bit too open and exposed. So I told the team to check for a beacon. Up this top area here is a really good position if you're attacking the enemy to have a beacon, so that you can just sort of come over on either side, come down towards B here. I mean, it's just really advantageous to be able to have this position if you're attacking. So as you saw, there was a support player covering the B bomb there, C4 on the bomb. Didn't need me to be there to check what was going on, so I went back to my original position and just sort of, as we say whenever we get a squad wipe in the 4v4, just reset. So this position here, if you're attacking from lockers, it's almost impossible to shoot. The person hiding behind this carriage here, I mean, it's just amazing how easy it is to pick off the enemies like this. Now, I could have run over and tried to defuse this bomb, but in my mind I thought that the best thing I could do is just try and keep it in my position. But as you can see, it got defused anyway, so there's no problems. So you've seen quite a few people pushing through that position there. I'm just going to pretty much keep firing and pick them off as they appear. Someone appears around the side of me to take me out, and I imagine he's going to push around from A and try and plant a beacon and then get to B. But I think somebody actually killed him not long after he got me, so I think I will fine. At the same time, they've only got 4 tickets now. I think I don't even get to see anyone before the last ticket disappears. Maybe I do, maybe I don't. Actually, I think I got the last kill. Yeah, here it comes. And there we go. So that's my defense ideas for the first 4 MCOMs on Rush for Metro. Hope you enjoyed. I'll try and get some more gameplay in. I did have an attack on Metro, but it wasn't very long. There really isn't much to it. I might add another video of that in, but whenever I do play by myself or just play without my TeamSpeak on, where I'm talking comms to my clanmates and stuff like that, I will try and get more videos in and give guides and tips and tricks. Alright, I'll catch you later. Bye.